Managing teams remotely, very, very different. So many people who are locked up at home, they have, in addition to the stress of being at home in a closed environment, the stress of not being appreciated for the work that they're doing from home, not being socially together and enjoying a good laugh, enjoying and sharing each other's joys and sorrows is detrimental to their efficiency and productivity, and to the longer term to their mental health. So working completely out of home is not a good idea. Periodically, there must be some human contact that happens professionally as well as socially. And those are mechanisms that companies will have to start thinking about. The HR teams will have to look at good practices that are happening. There are so many areas. There are so many businesses that have long time been digital, and it's learning from them, their case studies, etc. That's going to help in bringing out the emotional support that the teams required, bringing out opportunities for people to meet together socially and also professionally, and get together and enjoy these type of conversations on a Zoom call, etc. Just give you two examples. This is a Zoom call with a limited number of people, 25, 30 people, maybe 40 people. Good. I mean, education, one-to-one tutoring, etc. are going on. In ICT Academy, one of the companies that is skilling people in the IT industry, the technology industry, they conduct periodic webinars to teachers, lecturers, and professors in engineering colleges all over the country, where something like 2,000 to 2,500 people participate in what is known as a product called Sky Campus. It's an entirely different type of a product, not like Zoom or MS Teams, etc. And this is something that has been going on the last 2 months. Initially, the interaction was very, very limited. And subsequently, over the last 1-2 weeks, the interaction among closed groups within that 3,000 people is enormous. So there are 3,000 people who are connected to Sky Campus. There are at least 30 different groups of people who are either on MS Teams or Zoom or on audio conferencing, who are discussing or talking to each other while the main program is going on. People have figured out a way of doing it without disturbing the main conference. So while one aspect of this working from home and this conference can be very formal, an informal chat group that you can create that makes it a little more easy for people to do. And for most people today, learning is predominantly auditory. The habit of reading and learning is a little limited. I don't know how it is in the legal profession, because legal profession is so verbose, so much of writing and reading that I won't be able to comment. But in tech areas, in manufacturing areas, in hospitality and healthcare areas, there's a lot of auditory learning that happens. And people have got accustomed to listening to YouTube videos, listening to shorter speeches and classes, 15 minutes, 16 minutes, learn, come back and go on to the next topic or next part of the subject and so on. So emotional aspect is something that we have to come to grips with, but the other challenges of engagement is something that is much better understood. People are really engaged. And in learning environments, the biggest difference this has made is equity. Everyone is equal. In a classroom, teachers would tend to pay greater attention to brighter students, and the not so bright will tend to get left behind because of the nature of the classroom and the interaction. Whereas in digital classes, everybody is equal. So they're able to chat, they're able to ask questions, they're able to get out, they're able to interact peer-to-peer, so on and so forth. The only other equity that we have to achieve as a country is availability of bandwidth and technology to all the people. Some of the city-bred people may have access to higher bandwidth, better technology, better equipment compared to students participating from rural or remote areas. As long as that problem is addressed by providing that either on loan or some other means, then equity in learning will be good. And as that the overall IQ, the overall intellectual capacity of the entire class of the group of people will improve. And that's an experiment that you can carry out in Vakil Search also, by inviting people to give talks. We were limited to access. Can I provide airfare to Chandrachud to come and deliver a lecture to my employees? That would put off many, financially not a viable thing to do. Now all those barriers are gone. You can invite those people, those who are interested in interacting with the people, to come and spend, like the way we are spending time, to share their experiences, their ideas, etc., periodically, once in 2 weeks, once in a month, etc. So those are new opportunities that opens up, that keeps the employees engaged, learning, and feel a lot more connected and not feel isolated.
Get 300 plus services. Chat and email with our team directly. Get stunning discounts and rewards. Only on Vakil Search app. Download now.